3 up, 3 down inning for Ashton Izzy in the top of the first. We go to the bottom. It'll be Johnny Farmello, Aiden Smith, Michael Arroyo. Due up against McCade Brown, 6'6", 225-pound right-hander from Normal, Illinois. So living that normal life out there. 23-year-old, a third-round pick, number 79 in 2021 by the Colorado Rockies. Big right-hander, rocks and fires. Farmello fouls the first one up and over the screen. 0-1 the count. So McCade Brown, 0-0, 0.00 ERA, making his first appearance here with Fresno. He had 5 appearances down in the Complex League as he pumps a fastball at 97. Johnny Farmello can't connect with. 0-2 the count to Johnny. Struck out 3 times in last night's game. Took an 0 for 6. He had a 1 for 4 when he came back into the lineup. Scored a couple of runs. Modesto's victory. He fouls this one back to the screen. That was the game Modesto was able to win 3-2. Johnny again had 2 of those 3 runs. Average at 275 for Farmello. He's trying to battle here down in the count, 0-2. McCade Brown gets one to Johnny Farmello. Can't check his swing on. It drops down in the dirt and throw down from Darius Perry. Retires Farmello via the strikeout, and that'll bring up Aiden Smith. Another strikeout there for Johnny. 1 down, that'll bring up Aiden Smith, who had a few strikeouts of his own last night. Also took an 0 for 6, 5 punch-outs for Aiden, 3 for 18 in the series. The righty deals, and this one's hit the opposite way. Fly ball to the right fielder. Felix Tena dives, can't make the play. It was in his glove, but not able to hold on to it. And that's going to be a hit there for Aiden Smith. Going the opposite way. The pitch, 97 in the middle, so maybe a little late on it, but able to keep it in the field of play. And there's a single to right field for Aiden Smith. A runner on for Modesto. 1 away, and that'll bring up Michael Arroyo, who had himself a ball game last night. 3 for 4 was Michael. He had a couple of singles and a home run. He waits the pitch from McCade Brown. Outside breaking ball that in the dirt. Good block there by Darius Perry. Makes it 1-0. Let's take a look at the Fresno defense in the outfield. G.J. Hill in left. Caleb Hobson in center. Felix Tena, who we saw make a diving attempt, out in right field. Into the infield after this 1-0 pitch from McCade Brown to Michael Arroyo. Aiden Smith taking off. The pitch is up and away, or up and in for a ball. And the throw down to second, bounces into center field. Smith's going to get up and head over to third. And he is in there safely as Hobson gets the throw in there late. So Aiden Smith with a stolen base. And we got an error on Darius Perry that's going to allow Aiden Smith an extra 90 feet. Stolen base, and an error has Aiden Smith close to scoring the first run of the ball game. Michael Arroyo, who's second in the RBI category behind his teammate Lázaro Montes, the on-deck batter. Lays off a 2-0 pitch there from McCade Brown, does Arroyo. 3-0 the count. Brown making, again, his first appearance here with Fresno, 6th appearance of the season after coming out of the Complex League. Deals to Arroyo, high fly ball, deep center field. Hobson's going back. Hobson's gonna watch it fly. 2-run home run from Michael Arroyo. And Modesto takes the early lead. Caught up with the 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Turned it around at 103 miles an hour. 426 feet later, Modesto leads at 2-0. Second home run in as many days for Michael. This one a 2-run blast. RBIs number 40 and 41 for the Modesto second baseman. The good guys up 2-0. Now Lázaro Montes coming up to the plate. Last time Michael Arroyo hit a home run, that was yesterday. Well, actually, he just hit one a little while ago, but you know what I mean. Last night, Montez followed it up with one of his own. McCade Brown yet to throw a strike to Lazaro. 2 balls and no strike. The count to the Nuts cleanup batter. Montez, 20 points ahead of Jonah Cox for the average lead at 337 right now. Again, the numbers are just crazy. Leading the Cal League in average, 337. Homers with 11. RBIs with 62. Again, Arroyo with 41 now in second place. So he's lapping the field out here as he takes ball 4. And that's a good sign right there. Lázaro Montes taking walks, being selective. We know what he can do. He puts the ball in play as he gets a headbutt there from Brody Hopkins down at first base. We're drawing the walk. You're going to see Rolando Garza, who made a few trips out to the mound. You don't need the GPS. He knows the directions. He knows how to get there. He'll head out to the mound and have a conversation with McCade Brown, who's laboring here to start after retiring Johnny Farmelo on a strikeout. Aiden Smith with a single to right and a 2-run homer for Michael Arroyo, a 4-pitch walk to Lázaro Montes. Here comes Connor Charping, who has a couple 1-for-3s in the series. A double and a triple in this series for Connor, 2 for 6. So Brown missed the 2023 season after undergoing Tommy John surgery. That's why the build-up, starting in the Complex League, now making his way up to Fresno, trying to work his way back into form. Starts off Connor Charping with the ball. Righty-righty matchup. Charping in the crouch. The pitch is up and away, 94. 2 balls, no strikes. 6 straight balls thrown by McCade Brown. Last strike he threw, Michael Arroyo parked it over the fence. 2-0 pitch to Connor Charping is up and in. 3 balls and no strikes. I don't think we got the Fresno defense on the infield. You got Andy Perez at third, Braylon Wimmer, the Grizzlies shortstop, Luis Mendez at second base, Nick Guile holding Lázaro Montes over at first base, and Darius Perry doing the catching. The 3-0 pitch from McCade Brown is right down the middle at 96. Charping taking all the way, strike 1. Luis Swiespel on deck. Montes takes his lead at first base. Brown sets at the chest, kicks, deals a ground ball to the third baseman, off the glove, over to Wimmer, gets it to second base, and in time to beat Lázaro Montes on a force play. Heads up play there by Braylon Wimmer. It's going to be 5-6-4 on the putout as they get Lázaro Montes. Connor Charping's going to reach on a fielder's choice. He'll take Lazaro's spot. Lázaro trying to slide head first in there. Just missed getting in there safely is Braylon Wimmer with the heads-up play, sticking with that one and taking the shortcut to second base. Connor Charping takes off on the first pitch, swinging a miss, strike 1, and then Charping sliding feet first is in there safely. Another stolen base for Connor Charping. I've been singing the praises of Connor and his athleticism all year. And he just adds to it right there. He picks up another stolen base on the season. It's his 7th. He was doing this stuff in college, too, out at Western Michigan as Swiespel fouls this one back towards the screen. Pitch middle in at 96. Swiespel couldn't get to that one. Or couldn't turn it around. He got to it. Fouled it back. No balls and 2 strikes. For our Shave Ice in Paradise RB Ice batter. Got a runner in scoring position and Connor Charping, 2 down. The 0-2 pitch. Up at 96. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Modesto leading 2-0. Off the first inning, Michael Arroyo 2-run home run. Arroyo's 8th homer. 2nd in as many days. The 1-2 is fouled up and over the screen towards the California Auto Parts broadcast booth. Appreciate California Auto Parts allowing us to bring you coverage of Modesto Nuts baseball on MLB.TV, the Bally Live app, and ModestoNuts.com. Bottom of the first, 2-0 good guys. 1-2 the count. Sharping at second. McCade Brown to Luis Suispel, misses away. Now the count evened up at 2-2. Luis Suispel changing up the shoe game a little bit. Let's see, Luis. Nice little patent leather Nike look out there. It's good stuff. 2-2. Swung on and missed. Perry able to hang on to that one. No need to throw it down to first base. Second strikeout of the inning for McCade Brown. But the Nuts get 2 on a Michael Arroyo home run, his 8th of the season. Through 1, good guys up 2-0.
Baseball fans. Minor League Baseball. Get the lowest price at wyndhamhotels.com. Restrictions apply. Visit website for more details.
Bottom of the second inning. Good guys coming up to bat. Modesto leading 2-0 over Fresno. It'll be Ty Pete, Charlie Pagliarini, Curtis Washington Jr. set to face McCade Brown. Left-handed hitting Ty Pete. Ready for the first pitch and swings and hits a ground ball to the second baseman, Luis Mendez, who bends down, picks it up, and gets it over to Nick Guile to retire Ty Pete. Here to start the second. 1 pitch, 1 out. That'll bring up Charlie Pagliarini. Pags 2 for 8 in the series. A single and a home run that might still be in orbit. I'm not sure if it's landed quite yet. It went over the batter's eye here at John Thurman Field. And first pitch from McCade Brown. Out of the zone, ball 1. Pagliarini's home run coming on Wednesday night. 1-0 pitch in there for strike 1, 93 middle in. 1-1 the count. The Connecticut native Charlie Pagliarini. Slightly open stance at the waist, swings and turns on one and hits a grounder to the first baseman Nick Guile. Backhands it, it's going to run to the bag. Take care of it himself. Retires Charlie. 3 unassisted. That'll bring up Curtis Washington Jr. McCade Brown keeping the ball on the ground this inning. Last inning gave up a big fly to Michael Arroyo. A 2-run homer. Responsible for the runs up on the scoreboard for the Modesto Nuts. 2 down in the inning for Curtis Washington. Shows bunt, and this one goes behind him through the wickets of Darius Perry. Darius Perry got 5 holds right there. So hopefully the goalies for the Stanley Cup contestants. You got the Florida Panthers, Edmonton Oilers kicking off their quest for the Stanley Cup this evening. 0-1 pitch to Curtis Washington is up. 1-1. 95 miles an hour from McCade Brown. Again, rehabbing off of missing 2023 with Tommy John surgery. Curtis lines one right to the third baseman, Andy Perez, who snags it for the final out of the inning. Try to get it past the third baseman, Perez, but he was able to get to it and retire Curtis Washington. As a 3-up, 3-down inning for McCade Brown here in the second. We'll move to the third. Modesto 2, Fresno nothing.
Baseball. Lowest price at wyndhamhotels.com. Restrictions apply. Visit website for more details.
Wow, that was cool. Ashton Izzy with an immaculate inning in the top half of the third. 9 strikes in that inning on 9 pitches. Going to pass Caleb Hobson, Nick Guile, and Andy Perez. Go to the bottom of the third. It's going to be the top of the lineup for the 2023 California League champions, the Modesto Nuts. Johnny Farmello stepping up. He struck out against McCade Brown in his first at-bat. This one runs in and might have clipped the home plate umpire, Caden Gustafson. He's a southpaw. And he gets the ball back over to McCade Brown with his left hand. Gustafson might need a second. Oh, he caught him in the leg. He rubbed it there. I saw it. It's okay, Caden. Next pitch to Johnny Farmello. Popped him up. Left side of the infield. Wimmer and Perez having a discussion, and Wimmer says, I'll take it. And he makes the play to retire Johnny Farmello. Here in the the bottom of the third inning. One away for Aiden Smith, who singled to right. Aiden got to third base and came home when Michael Arroyo hit a 2-run home run. Bottom of the first inning. And Aiden Smith just took one in the rib cage, and ouch. All I got to say about that one. Hit by a pitch there from McCade Brown as he plunks Aiden Smith in the ribs. And sure, the headbutt's going to feel a lot better than the pitch to the ribs did, as Aiden Smith gets a headbutt from Brody Hopkins down at first base. He's aboard for the second time. And Michael Arroyo, 1 for 1 with the home run, now 8 for 18 here in the series. Lighting up Grizzlies pitching here at JTF as McCade Brown from the stretch. Smith running on the first pitch, and Arroyo fouls a fastball that might have been ball 1. Fouls that one up and over the screen. Aiden Smith getting the signs from Hecmart Nieves. Hits back down to first base. McCade Brown's going to need a new baseball. 0-1 the count. Arroyo waving the bat, waits a 0-1 pitch here from McCade Brown. Smith stays put on this one, but now he's going to get going as it bounces behind the catcher, Darius Perry. So Smith will advance on the wild pitch. Scoring position once again from Michael Arroyo. Just 1 for 2. That one again, the big fly from Michael in the first inning. He's got the count evened up, 1 ball and 1 strike. As he digs back into the right-handed batter's box. Great job by Alan Jones and his crew setting up the field today. 1-1. Pitch is high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Nice crowd out here on Child Safety Night. A lot of kids as well. Good opportunity for the parents to find ways to keep their kids safe. Presented by MID as the 2-1 pitch. Michael Arroyo is low. They appealed to see if he went around. He checked his swing. No strike. Ball 3. Hitter's count here from Michael Arroyo. Runner Aiden Smith in scoring position at second base. Hit by a pitch, advanced on a wild pitch. 3-1 the count. 1 away in the bottom of the third. McCade Brown sets at the chest. And they spins and try to get Aiden Smith leaning off second, but he's able to dive back safely as Mendez applies the tag. Arroyo still waiting the 3-1. Montez on deck for Modesto. McCade Brown looks over at Aiden Smith. Bouncing around at second. Now he gets going to third. Swing and a miss. And 3-2. No throw down to third base. Perry's going to eat that one. And Aiden Smith has got another stolen base. Aiden now with 15 stolen bases on the season. Again at third base for Michael Arroyo with 1 away. See what happens here on this 3-2 from McCade Brown. The pitch outside, and he walked him. Good at bat there from Michael Arroyo. Able to draw a walk. A runner at first, a runner at third. On the corners for Lázaro Montes. Montes leads not just the California League with 62 RBIs, he leads all of minor league baseball in RBIs. He was putting in work. Looking to put some more work in here. Runners on the corners. Arroyo's going to take off. The pitch high. Perry throws it down to second. It's going to be late. Wimmer applies the tack, but again, Arroyo had slid in there safely. And it's another stolen base for Modesto. They got their 3rd stolen base of the ball game. Sorry, 4th stolen base. Have to give Aiden Smith credit for his in the first inning. Runners at second and third. Montez looks at an off-speed pitch in the top part of the strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brown on the first base side of the rubber. Montez close to the plate, deep in the left-handed batter's box. I was ready for a 1-1 from McCade Brown. Fastball swung on and missed, 95. Montez connects with that one. Who knows how far that's heading out of here. So 1-2. Smith at third, Arroyo at second, 2-0 Modesto. The 1-2 pitch upcoming from McCade Brown. Swung on and fouled back to the screen. We'll do it again. Fastball 95 away. Montez on it, just couldn't quite square it up. See if he gets another fastball to hit. On a 1-2 count. McCade Brown kicks, deals. The pitch to Montez is down and it bounces just slightly away from Darius Perry, who slow to pick it up, maybe tempting Aiden Smith. And Smith's going to stay put at third base. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Lazaro. Native of Havana, Cuba, 19-year-old. Ready for a 2-2 here from McCade Brown. The kick, the pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Blew a 95-mile-an-hour fastball past him. They've been up and out of the strike zone. Montez couldn't resist that tempting pitch. He's down for the second out of the inning, and it's going to leave it up to Connor Charping to try to plate the 2 Modesto Nuts runners in scoring position. Charping reached on a fielder's choice. He swings at the first pitch. It's a soft ground ball to the third baseman, Perez. Perez throws it across to Nick Guile to retire Connor Charping. So the Nuts get a runner hit by a pitch. Runner walked. They steal a couple bases, get him at second and third, but they leave him there as we're through 3 here at John Thurman Field with Modesto in front of Fresno 2-0.